With the invention and widespread adoption of electricity, it became easier to separate heat from light, work through the night, and illuminate train cars to highways. In recent years, old forms of electric light generation such as halogen light bulbs have given way to more energy-efficient alternatives, further cheapening the costs to brighten our homes, workplaces, and lives generally. Unfortunately, however, white light generation by newer technologies such as light-emitting diodes, LEDs, is not straightforward and often relies on a category of materials called rare earth metals, which are increasingly scarce. This has recently led scientists to look for ways to produce white light more sustainably. Researchers at Giessen University, the University of Marburg, and Karlsruhe Institute of Technology have recently uncovered a new class of material called a cluster glass that shows great potential for replacing LEDs in many applications. We are witnessing the birth of white light generation technology that can replace current light sources. It brings all the requirements that our society asks for. Availability of resources, sustainability, biocompatibility, said Professor Dr. Simone Sanna, Giessen University professor and lead computational researcher on the project. My colleagues from the experimental sciences, who observed this unexpected white light generation, asked for theoretical support. Cluster glass has an incredible optical response, but we don't understand why. This is exactly the challenge that theoreticians want to face. Sanna and his collaborators have turned to the power of high-performance computing, HPC, using the Hawk supercomputer at the High Performance Computing Center Stuttgart, HLRS, to better understand cluster glass and how it might serve. They published their findings in Advanced Materials. Clear-eyed view on cluster glass formation. If you are not a materials scientist or chemist, the word glass might just mean the clear, solid material in your windows or on your dinner table. Glass is actually a class of materials that are considered amorphous solids. That is, they lack an ordered crystalline lattice, often due to a rapid cooling process. At the atomic level, their constituent particles are in a suspended, disordered state. Unlike crystal materials, where particles are orderly and symmetrical across a long molecular distance, glass's disorder at the molecular level make them great for bending, fragmenting, or reflecting light. They generate bright, clear, white light upon irradiation by infrared radiation. While powders cannot easily be used to manufacture small, sensitive electronic components, the researchers found a way to recast them in glass form. When we melt the powder, we obtain a material that has all the characteristics of a glass and can be put in any form needed for a specific application. Charting these molecules' interactions with one another and with their environment in a simulation therefore means that researchers must both capture the large-scale behaviors of light generation and also observe how small-scale atomic interactions influence the system. Any of these factors would be computationally challenging. Modeling these processes at multiple scales, however, is only possible using leading HPC resources like Hawk. Collaboration between experimentalists and theoreticians has become increasingly important in materials science, as synthesizing many iterations of a similar material can be slow and expensive. We can predict the optical properties of a material that was synthesized by our chemist colleagues, and use these calculations to verify and better understand the material's properties, Sanna said. We can also design new materials on a computer, providing information that chemists can use to focus on synthesizing compounds that have the highest likelihood of being useful. In this way, our models inspire the synthesization of new compounds with tailored optical properties. In the case of cluster glass, this approach resulted in an experiment that was verified by simulation, with modeling helping to show the researchers the link between the observed optical properties. The clusters we model have a diamond-shaped core with 4 ligands, molecular chains, attached to it. Many research projects on supercomputers can divide a complex system into many small parts and run calculations for each part in parallel. He indicated that having regular access to longer run times, more than a day straight on a supercomputer, would allow the team to work more quickly. In ongoing studies of cluster glass, Sana's team hopes to thoroughly understand the origin of its light-generating properties. This could help to identify additional new materials and to determine how best to apply cluster glass in light generation. Advanced Materials, 2022. 2203351 doi. 10. 1002, ADMA. 202203351 Gauss Center for Supercomputing. https://ift. tt. 5k0mnih. Accessed August 16, 2022. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.